I am Chris Malalis, and I'm a peer support specialist at Rutgers University. The actual program is called Telephone Recovery Support. We call it TRS for short. And basically, it's all on the phone. We support any adult in New Jersey that's looking for support for substance use disorder, and it's all by phone. I would say my recovery journey started, I started drinking around 21, and I drank hard, real fast, and I mixed it with drugs because I wanted out. So it didn't take me too long to have a problem with alcohol and other drugs. Eventually, I was led to a 12-step program, which initially I was not really feeling at home, but that was really me, you know. I was having trouble staying sober, so I went to treatment, went to detox and rehab, and then afterwards I went back to the 12-step program and I started taking suggestions. After 30 years, I still haven't had a drink or a drug, and I am just amazed every day to have another day sober. Found out about peer recovery support, and I was just so excited to become one, because I used to feel really ashamed about everything that happened, and now everything can be used for good. You know, and that is such an amazing feeling. You know, as corny as it sounds, I love being a peer. I really, really do. And I love learning, more so that I could really support people's recovery.
My name is Sarah Dryman, and I work for Telephone Recovery Support Services for Rutgers University Behavioral Health Care. I was a single mom, and I did relapse right after I had my son. But then when I saw I was in the hospital when he was about 2 months old, and I was watching the clock tick to midnight, and it turned to Christmas, and I realized I was missing my son's first Christmas, and that was such a reality check for me. And I did not love myself at all, but I loved my son enough to get sober at that time. And then through time, I started gaining self-love. So I just want to give that to another person, even if it's just one person, just planting the seed of recovery to somebody and giving the chance of life back for them would make my entire life worth living.
Recovery-oriented language, and why it's important. Words, they have a very significant impact, and they can do a lot. Since I only do peer support through the telephone, it's really important that I'm mindful of what I say and how I say it. I don't have that body language, smile, look in the eye, it's all about the words, and my words could help someone feel hopeful, or they can bring hopelessness and shame, even if I don't intend to. So I always need to be mindful when I support someone. And recovery-oriented language, to me, means basically using language that uplifts people and that's compassionate. A lot of times I remember when I came in for treatment or when I was beat up, I needed compassion, because I hated myself. So making sure to be compassionate and hopeful, and also to avoid demeaning and negative phrases, which can really hurt someone and in turn hurt their ability to recover.
Recovery-oriented language is important because recovery is still so stigmatized. It allows dialogue to remain unbiased and allows it to remain open to all sorts of people wherever they come from. I've seen recovery-oriented language impact those in the broader community by allowing it to remove the stigma attached to it and kind of allow the dialogue to open up to everyone.
What peers bring to the table is lived experience. And that is an amazing gift I see today. All the things that I felt ashamed about in the past are now golden nuggets as a peer support specialist. I'm able to self-disclose when necessary, and actually, this is a very powerful tool. We know the strengths that people have, AKA recovery capital, and we point it out for people because it's so hard to see progress when you're really down and out.
I love the saying that the opposite of addiction is connection, and I don't think anyone else can connect better than a peer-to-peer. So if they have a real connection with somebody who's in recovery, it kind of opens up their mind a lot more.